Hi guys, this is Ciaran Doyle, and there is another person with me, and his name would be?
He would be called Dean Hunt.
Hey, and we're here for, our second show of our unbelievable, it's not no longer a pilot show. So, Dean, give me some news. How have the reactions been to this amazing podcast show?
It's a very good question. This just in, people are very excited. And hot off the presses, the ink is still wet and a little bit moist. And we had 25 comments on the blog. Numerous people contacted me on Facebook. Lots of tweets, retweets, and direct messages on Twitter, and a few emails as well. So it's certainly been stroking and massaging and, dare I say, fondling my ego for the last few days, Ciaran. I don't know about you.
I did see an absolutely brilliant comment on your blog, and I think it was probably one of the first comments.
Do you want me to read it out, Ciaran, so that you don't get shy and bashful? Because I know what you like.
Mate, not me.
Yeah, the first ever comment. I mean, we've got to prefix this. It's that Ciaran and I, we had a hunch that we'd eventually get in the swing of it and that you guys would like it, but we had truly no idea what to expect, so we were certainly nervous about the comments. And the very first comment, literally 10 minutes after we put it out there, was from Tammy, and the comment begins thusly: Dean, is Ciaran single? Lol, you guys are awesome. So, Ciaran, are you single?
Woo, no, I'm not, Tammy. I'm very sorry. I can be single, though.
Anything for ratings.
Yes,
if it helps the ratings.
Don't let my girlfriend hear me say that. I will be dead.
I was going to say, you're in a lot of trouble just for the fact that you paused and pondered it for a couple of seconds, I think. So
Thanks.
You're in the doghouse, as we say in the UK.
She doesn't know that I'm doing this, so this is good anyway.
Oh, you're cheating on her with a podcast. That's disgraceful. I feel used. No, but I mean,
better to use you, eh?
Exactly. That's the least I expect. So 25 comments on the blog. Obviously, there was some girlfriend-related stuff from Dax L'Amour, a PhD, which is always amazing to have PhDs listening to us. He says, absolutely incredible. Please do more of these. So we'll certainly do our best. Yeah, I mean, the general consensus is that people seem to really like it. So were there any kind of comments that stood out for you?
I actually really like one. I like the idea of the podcast, more of a friendly, kind of folksy kind of thing. You see, we're not, at the end of the day, we're young guys, we enjoy what we do. We're not boring old fuddles who basically want to kind of structure everything completely, that way. We like to have a little bit of fun with each other. And plus, we're covering topics that are really, really important. So, yeah, you know what? I really like the friendly and folksy kind of thing, because if you were to get me to do a podcast that was like, hello, now introducing the top 5 tips of next week, I couldn't do it.
I think that's the point. It's not that we're necessarily forcing ourselves to go this, dare I say, unprofessional route. It's that we simply don't have that professionalism within us. If we did, then that might be a very different show altogether. If we could fake it, then we may have considered that. But it's just not us. It's not who we are as people. And I think really that's kind of a good marketing message and branding message, is that yes, you can exaggerate aspects of your personality, your beliefs, your character, your desires, etc., etc., but it has to come from a true place. So if you and I were on here, kind of like you say, doing the, hey, good morning, this is Dean and Ciaran, and, very professional, it just wouldn't work. And we'd get bored. You guys would see straight through it. And
unless we did a thing like Ron Burgundy, which would be absolutely hilarious.
Stay sexy, San Diego. Yeah, what a movie. So yeah, I mean, to summarize, the comments were great. Thank you so much, guys. And actually, Ciaran, I want to move on to our first kind of segment, if you will.
Go for it, yeah.
Which leaks on from the comments, really. I had a few emails and Facebook messages. People seem to love the name Rock, Paper, Success. Now, I know you hate it. Can you explain? I demand to know, A, why you dislike it, and B, why you're wrong. I think it's a really good name, man.
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to the general public?
I'm talking to you. I think because they all like Rock, Paper, Success. I've had many people email me and say, Ciaran's wrong. It's a great name, really catchy, very clever play on words.
I don't believe you.
It might have been my mum that I asked to email me, but.
No, to tell you the truth, as I mentioned to you earlier, I think the Dr. Doyle and Dangerous Dean show would be absolutely brilliant, but that's probably not going to come across. But Guys, let me know what you think. The Dr. Doyle and Dangerous Dean show. Or even Doyle and Dean. Doyle and Dean's not bad.
Oh, that's not bad. Doyle and Dean sounds like crime fighters from the 70s, so I'd definitely have to get a perm. What was the other one? Dangerous...
Dr. Doyle and Dangerous Dean show.
I don't know if I like Dangerous. I think, given the choice of Doctor or Dangerous, I think there would be only one choice. I think I'd have to go with Doctor, I'm afraid. But we'll put it out there anyway. See what the guys think.
Taken.
Yeah.
But also, one of the things that I did notice were that when I was looking through the comments, a lot of people, they didn't ask questions to us or anything like that. So we were kind of like wondering, guys, this time we want to hear some really good questions that you have for us, asking us what you want to hear us discuss as well. Because there's a lot of people going, great show, wonderful, I really like the idea, that way. We want to hear what you guys want to hear. So Dean, you've actually got a question from somebody that you just made up a few minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we realized we were prepping, we did our 2 minutes of preparation, which was a minute and a half too much, I feel. But for this show, we realized we had 0 questions. We had a lot of, we were blown away by the amount of positive comments and messages, but there wasn't really any kind of solid questions in there. So we do what us marketers do best. We're going to invent the comment and pretend it's real. So this is our first segment. It's called Fake Comment, made to sound real, so that we have something to talk about. So this comment is from Sarah in Zimbabwe, and we've actually got a voice. We're very lucky that Sarah sent in a voicemail message, so I'll just find the button here. I'll just find the big play button, and here we go. Hi, Dean and Ciaran. This is Sarah, and I loved your show. I think you're both very sexy, and I love your accents. And I have a question for Ciaran. I know you've been doing our product launch, and I would like to know your experiences on your first ever product launch. Perhaps some tips as well. Wow, that was a really good question.
That was
Sarah.
A very good question, Sarah. And might I say that you sound extremely sexy too?
She does sound sexy, yes. I think it was quite a voice. It was like angels were wooing me. But yeah, I think the question there, Ciaran, because we should stress that this week you've been doing your first official product launch. And so hopefully you can share with us the website, etc., the details of that. But I know from speaking to you the other day, there was certainly some ups and downs, and it was the metaphorical roller coaster. Can you share kind of what you've learned or what you wish you'd known going into it?
Yeah, sure thing. Well, anyway, first product launch. You know what? Exciting, but really so much work to do. You never realize how much work there is to do for your product launch. The product launch starts months and months before your actual product launch. You've got to be on top of everything. You really, really do. You've got to be on top of your game to make sure that this goes. Now, it's been up and it's been down. It's been up. It's been down, and it's been an absolute shocker for me. To tell you the truth, I haven't been sleeping at night. I've been kind of like constantly emailing people, finding out why people haven't been emailing for me or sending out to their list and everything like that. Problems with the products not uploading, downloading. They actually literally pulling my hair out over the last couple of days. And because I've just come back from Spain, so I've been in Spain while I was doing the product launch, and it was basically the connection speed over there is absolutely shocking. So if I do want to upload any kind of new videos or anything like that, it takes an absolute age to do it. So, right, first off, let's put this into kind of logical progression, shall we say. So one of the things that you really want to do when you're doing a product launch is get your product out into as many hands of good people with leverage that you can use to put out your product, to promote your product. Because if you don't, it's not a product launch. It's just basically you're releasing a product and you're saying, hey, I'm going to send it to my list if you have a list. All right, so you really, really need to get your product out there. Give away good commissions, because there's so many internet marketers out there who get so many offers day in, day out, right? So you really want to make your offer stand out for them. Now, I was giving away 75% of my Dean, to tell you the truth, mate. Thinking of even now of it just as more of even a list builder for me. I think I might give away 100% or 50% of kind of its earnings for the next 12 months. There's so many different ways that you can actually approach it. Don't be scabby when it comes to your product.